It's the Emma mattress. It's not just the Emma mattress, it's the Emma Hybrid. So there's two mattresses. In fact, there's three mattresses on the UK Emma website. One is the Emma One, which I don't know a lot about, and they just seem to have it as a little link at the bottom of the website. Doesn't seem to be something they're marketing too heavily at the moment. The two they're marketing heavily at the moment are the Emma Hybrid, which was the first one we had in the UK, and the Emma Original, which wasn't the original in the UK, but it's the all-foam mattress. So Emma Original all-foam mattress. Currently, Emma Hybrid has pocket springs, but they are not full-size, deep down supporting pocket springs. These are micro pocket springs. These are mini pocket springs in the same way as Simba and a few other companies are using very small. So you do need to be aware that when you have micro pocket springs, and in the case of Emma, they are 2.5 centimeters in height, they are not there to support your weight, but it's almost like a frame across the top layer. They do add a little bit of spring, and they do change the qualities you will get from that top layer. So on paper, you would hope that it adds durability to the top layer, adds a little bit of spring. There are clear differences between this and the Emma Original. So quickly, overview of Emma. Emma are a German company, but they are British-based, British-made mattresses that we get in the UK. When I say British-made, they are assembled in the UK. They're using foams that are made in the UK. But the main company is Emma Mattress. That is a German company. It's worth noting, I'm doing this video at the time of the coronavirus. For the period that we are in this coronavirus, Emma are doing a 200 nights trial, and they're doing no contact deliveries. So the delivery will come to your front door of your property. They will leave it there and they will back off, and you can safely drag your mattress in. It will come in a box like this. It will say Emma on it, and it will also have their strap line. It will tell you, don't worry, sleep happy. That's the Emma strap line that they're going with at the moment. I did say headlines of this particular mattress that I did get for free. I should point out, Emma, this is the second Emma Hybrid I've got. It is different from the first Hybrid that I reviewed in 2018. The layers are configured a little bit different. So it is a different mattress, but overall the feel of it will be the same. I will get to that. But it's not just that it has micro pocket springs, and by the way, based on the number in my UK single, there's about 1,500 you can expect in a king size. When you see the headlines for pocket springs, they are measured in how many you would get in a king size. So if you get a single and it says 2,000 pocket springs, you're not going to get that in a single. You're going to get proportionally less. But we've also got Airgocell. Now, these companies don't like to say ours is a polyurethane foam on the top layer. They do like to give them funny names. Quite often, just relates to the way they are mixed. Obviously, polyurethane foam can be mixed in many different ways with many different additives, gives it different properties. So just because it's polyurethane foam doesn't mean between companies it will feel the same. Often though, the differences are minimal. I have to say, marketing term for the top layer on Emma is Airgocell. Airgocell, however, is a patented type of polyurethane foam. So a little bit different from a lot of these companies where it's just a name they give it. This Airgocell, which has now been around for a few years, and that's also worth noting, is a patented method of polyurethane foam. They say their method of putting one of these polyurethane foam layers together means it increases the airflow within it and increases durability. At the same time, because it's got more air in the foam, it's a little bit lighter than comparable foams, yet still has the durability. This is what they're saying. I can't test it for 10 years. Certainly, that's the headlines. That's what you're paying for when you go for an Emma mattress. The Airgocell, certain properties, they say, specific to their polyurethane foam. So they do come in a bit lighter of their mattresses than equivalent mattresses from other companies. It is worth noting because these are not particularly light mattresses. So if it's a bit lighter, easier to handle, that's something that is certainly beneficial. So it's a hybrid mattress, pocket springs, and it has Airgocell. These are the USP for this mattress. It's a 200 nights trial at the moment. It has been for quite a while. And before that, it was a 100-night trial. It is a 10-year warranty. Most of these companies say 10-year warranty. Obviously, some of the other mattresses will be longer or shorter. But most of these online companies are 10-year warranties, as I always try and point out. need to read that warranty in detail, because warranties on mattresses are very things you should be aware of. The softening up of foam is going to happen. In fact, all mattresses are going to soften up, especially where you are laying on it most. Something you need to take into account. I always try and tell people, your mattress is going to soften up. Don't go by the firmness level on day one. It's going to soften up. The heavier you are, the quicker it will soften up. And there is some relationship between how firm a mattress is and how soft it is. Again, how much, because this softening is about the compression, decompression, a softer mattress by nature is going to compress, decompress more, and it's going to soften up more. Just be aware. So let's look at the mattress in more detail. For me, one of the strong points of the Emma brand is the usability of the mattress and the covers. So it is a big deal when you get mattresses like this. There is substantial weight to them, which is a good thing. Density being a key differentiator between mattresses and how long they're likely to last. Bigger density normally means a more weight, obviously, assuming they are the same height. The point being, they do come in a bit lighter, and they also give you handles. You'd think they'd all give you handles, wouldn't you? But they don't. They give you very useful handles, and they don't put them on the bottom. Some companies do put them on the bottom. I really don't understand that. Obviously, they do the market research and how the mattress is going to be used. I find this the handiest way to maneuver a mattress, handles on the side. I like that. It's not just that, it's also the fact that you've got to live with a mattress. It's going to get dirty, let's face it. A lot of these companies do not recommend or let you wash your cover. Some companies will even insist you can't remove your cover. Of course, a lot of mattresses will come with covers with no zip anyway, and they're never meant to be removed. However, for hygiene purposes, it's great that not only can I completely remove not just the top part, but the whole of the cover, but it unzips, as you can see from the top, so it could easily be stay on your bed base, requiring no heavy lifting. And then I can put this in a washing machine at 60 degrees and wash it. When you're living long term with your mattress, that is a huge deal. Something I like to see more, but all the Emma mattresses come with covers like that. That's usability. That's like when you've got to live with a mattress, that is something that is a big plus. Slightly different cover on my Emma Hybrid compared to my Emma Original. It's a thinner cover. And also has 1% elastane. Elastane being a stretchy material, so it's thin and it's stretchy. It's a very nice feeling cover. I personally would like to see some colours, but we have the bland white, the bland grey, but we do have a navy blue stripe going all the way around, and we do have some Emma branding. So nice cover, but you really want to know, yeah, but how does it feel? What's it going to be like to sleep on? So I am enjoying laying on the mattress here. It is on the soft side, and it is soft. The Emma Hybrid is softer, noticeably, significantly, than the Emma Original, which is a good thing. So you've got two clear products to suit different people. I think it's really good in the mattress online industry in the UK. We've moved on quite a bit from saying one mattress for everybody. We're now getting several mattresses from a lot of these companies. And we're getting some sense coming back to the market that we all like something slightly different. And the idea you could have one mattress for everybody is not really going to happen. The Emma mattress, the Emma Hybrid mattress, is a soft mattress. In fact, it is one of the softer mattresses that I've personally tried. There are many ways you can measure the firmness. I would like to point that out because I struggle with trying to tell people how mattresses compare in softness. The truth is, some mattresses you can lay on for 1 minute, and that's the firmness level you're going to get. Then you could be on, say, a decent memory foam mattress, and you could carry on sinking for 2 hours. So the firmness level after 1 minute, and then after 2 hours, completely different. Emma Hybrid is a soft mattress. It's down there with the likes of Hugger. I would say, along with the Una mattress in its softest configuration, Emma Hybrid, Hugger. These are the softest mattresses that I've personally tried. I would say, as far as the Emma Hybrid goes, it's negated to some extent by having those micro pocket springs, because they are providing a type of frame below. So you're not sinking in quite the way you would in, say, if it's a pure memory foam or just any foam that was soft, and you sink straight down, because there is some grip and there is some springiness that's added from below. It's not huge, but it's enough to say it's a soft mattress, but there's more going on than it just being soft, and I personally find it very comfortable. I do like a lot of support. As a back sleeper, I didn't have a problem on the Emma Hybrid. I actually found it quite comfortable. As someone who prefers normally something slightly firmer, I didn't have any problems on the Emma. It was obviously good for side sleeping. I would say day 1 to say day 14, there was some softening up. You can expect some quick softening up with the Emma Hybrid. It's going to be a soft mattress. What does that mean? Well, that means it's fine for average to lightweight back sleepers. It's brilliant for side sleepers where you want the softest feel. We have shoulder issues. We do not want pushback on the shoulder, and we've got a lot of curves to fill out. If you sleep on your side, you want a softer feel. You should be looking for a softer mattress. It's on your front where really you want a firmer configuration. And I would say this is fine for tummy sleeping if you are on the light side. Medium to heavier sleepers, well, you'd probably want to look at the Emma original of these two, of the Emma branded mattresses. Just remember, tummy sleeping, you want the firmest feel. Side, you want the softest feel. Back sleeping, you can normally get away with just about anything. It also relates to your weight. The heavier you are, to get the same feel, you'd want a firmer mattress compared to someone who's lighter weight. In terms of its other properties, I'll quickly tell you, in terms of motion transfer, very, very good. Very surprisingly good for something that does have, you know, a reasonable amount of spring and pushback to it. Wasn't that far behind, you know, memory foam mattresses such as Nectar. When memory foam, of course, that's always going to be, should be the best for not feeling transfer across. The best I've personally tested so far is the Ergoflex. If not feeling your partner moving is the major issue, that's the best I've tried is the Ergoflex, and certainly better than a lot of firmer mattresses, and certainly the pocket spring mattresses like the Opti. But pretty good for motion transfer, for not feeling your partner moving. Edge support, it does come much in line with the firmness level, not totally, but a firmer mattress you'd expect to have more edge support, a softer mattress, less support, less edge support. A lot of these pocket spring mattresses, and the Emma is one of those, use foam along the edge to box it in. So it does reinforce the edges. Pocket springs, not best normally on the edge, because not only do they go up and down, unlike foam, they have a lot of side-to-side movement. So you'll get a roll-off effect. You certainly get no roll-off effect on the Emma Hybrid. In fact, none of my mattresses, I've really found it to be much of an issue. No, so I mean, I've never really found it. I mean, I read a lot about people. Obviously, if you're heavier than me, it's going to collapse a little bit more and you may find an issue, but I've not had a mattress yet where the roll-off effect has been an issue. But in terms of actual edge support, it's okay. It's what I would expect. It's nothing fantastic. I can stand with all my near 14 stone weight now, and it's not collapsing. Most of these mattresses will collapse about 30 to 40% of their height when I stand on the edge, and the Emma Hybrid is in line with all the other mattresses. You could do a little bit better and you can do a little bit worse. It's okay for edge support. Point elasticity, the amount of the mattress foam that's affected outside the area being pushed down. This is a 16 kilo weight. When I test it, I do use much heavier weights and a range of weights. Again, it's something that's going to be correlated with firmness and softness. A firmer mattress will probably have better point elasticity, less foam affected. As you can see from here on my 16 kilo weight, it's only affected up to there. That's a really good thing. So that's going to give you your molding properties. How much bounce is there? There's a fair amount of bounce. There's more bounce than I was expecting, again, for a softer mattress. So when I test it with a variety of weights and drop them from waist high, I found bounce to be, again, pretty good on the Emma Hybrid. In fact, in line with the Simba Hybrid, which also uses micro pocket springs, and certainly more bounce than a lot of the other softer mattresses. So again, when it comes to a good mattress for sex, I think a good combination of something that's comfortable and something that has a decent amount of spring. For a softer mattress, I think this is one of the better options. If you're looking for a soft mattress that's still good for sex, because you're going to get a reasonable amount of feedback, bounce, which you would probably not expect given the softness level. So good mattress, I think. Not a huge amount of bounce, but a good amount of bounce for a soft mattress. So I've talked about the cover. I will say there is a reason why all these covers, most of them, unless you're paying a lot more normally, come with a polyester cover. It's not just that it's synthetic and it's a bit cheaper to produce, but polyester is highly durable, does resist shrinking and stretching, and maybe most important of all, it's hydrophobic. It doesn't absorb water. In fact, it doesn't absorb water, and the water that you may be expelling while you sleep is evaporated. So it moves across the polyester by means of capillary action, and it will evaporate. So there are many reasons why polyester is used. It is a good material for a mattress cover. Going to remove the cover, show you the layers now, exactly what we are getting for our money. Not my money, I did get it for free. In fact, most of these companies are now supporting me and let me have mattresses for free. I've not had to pay for one since I paid for the Casper the week after they currently said they were going out of business, and that was great. I think the only company now I can't even get into correspondence with of the big players is Eve, I have to say. So one of the last holdouts. I'm going to take the cover off. So 24.5 centimeters high without the cover, 25 centimeters high with the cover, and that is made up of our Airgocell at 3.5 centimeters, our boxing in, so plain polyurethane foam boxing in of the micro pocket springs. Then we have another 2.5 centimeters slow responding memory foam, and then we have our 16 centimeter base layer, and we have our base layer with our zoning. So the Airgocell, said to be gel-like. It is gel-like, and it's a bit sticky, and it's almost has a memory foam. It's almost like a memory foam, but with a very responsive feel. So it's certainly not memory foam. You can see it's responsive, especially aided by the pocket springs below, the micro pocket springs. That is instantly coming back to shape. So for a lot of people that didn't get on with memory foam because they had a sinking in feeling, modern memory foam's not really quite like that, but I have to say, if that was something you didn't like about memory foam, this is a responsive foam mattress. But Airgocell, a patented form of polyurethane foam, said to have larger pores within the cells of the polyurethane foam, which means it allows for more air. More air means better air circulation, better air circulation, better cooling, but more air also means lighter than it would be without so much air. So a lot of the size is air, makes it lighter. That's one of the selling points that Emma are going for. It is lighter. I didn't have any heat issues on it, but I don't really get any heat issues, and it's not really hot enough in the UK at the moment for me to say if I'm having heat issues on it. So that's your top 3.5 centimeter layer. It's responsive, I think quite a nice feeling top layer. So then we have those pocket springs. So we got 9 centimeters on the edge for the boxing in to give you some reinforcement on the edge, and then we have the pocket springs themselves. Yeah, I can push them down quite easy, but as I said, that's to be expected. That doesn't mean saying, well, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not there to actually hold you up, which is when you want some resistance. But as a layer, it's almost like having a frame below that top layer. So there is some added response. It is helping the response of the top layer. It also aids airflow. So it's not a single layer of dense foam. There's air circulating around and in between the pocket springs, which for all pocket springs is one of the pluses. Increased airflow hopefully helps to expel some of the heat that may or may not be building up in that mattress. So 2.5 centimeters. Then you get your memory foam, which of course is going to be slow to respond. That's exactly what you want. It's not going to absorb your heat in the same way as a top layer, a memory foam layer would. So when the memory foam is not on top, it's not giving you the properties that you may expect from if you're just saying buying a memory foam mattress, which I would regard as a memory foam top layer with a decent amount of memory foam on the top. Then it's taking your heat and it's molding to your heat. It's not really getting much heat, and you'd hope not getting much heat that far down the mattress. Therefore, it's adding a dull feel. It's helping with motion transfer, and it's because it's slower to respond, it does retain some of your body shape, so it does add some molding properties, but nowhere near the molding properties you'd get from a memory foam that was on the top layer. And then we have our much firmer base layer with its zoning. You will see most zoning is in the shoulder area. So it is a great mattress for side sleepers, because not only is it overall is it soft, they've even added a decent amount of zoning. Of course, zoning sounds quite technical. Really, we're talking about castellated foam. We're talking about cutting channels out. You cut away bits of the foam, you're weakening it in that area. That's why it's giving you that area a bit more, and they call it zoning because you then get different firmness levels in different parts of the mattress. A lot of companies put their zoning on the bottom. Less and less of your weight is transferred further and further down the mattress, and therefore when it's on the bottom of the base layer, much less effective than when it's at the top, and where you are pressing down significantly more. So the difference between the zone part for your shoulders and the unzoned is significant. Doing that, I mean, it's night and day difference. And then we have a little bit in the middle to support, especially for back sleepers, where your hips are giving. And again, it doesn't matter which way around you have the mattress, because we have the shoulders again at the other side. Always remember, integrated base layer means you cannot flip your mattress, but you can rotate it, and you should rotate it. And certainly for the first 30 or more days you have the mattress, it's really important to keep rotating, get the wear even, so you don't get a dip in a certain area. All mattresses are going to break in settlement. You want to be trying to lay on different bits of the mattress as much as you can when you first get it. Even walking across it very lightly, 5 minutes a day, will help to even out the softening, which is going to occur on all mattresses. Some faster, some slower. It's going to happen on all mattresses. Comes in a box like that. Of course, it's a bed in the box. You can see my unboxing where I rip off the plastic and it miraculously expands. I do say you can sleep on it within a few hours. I always say let these mattresses air. All mattresses are going to off gas in the beginning. Put it in a well-aired room. All mattresses in a well-aired room for 48 hours. Much of that leaching will have taken place before you sleep on it. Based on my UK single, a UK king would be around 30 kilo, 29, 30 kilos. That's less weight than similar mattresses, because that's one of the selling points of Emma, that it's a bit lighter. Just remember, they're saying that's because that's part of their Airgocell painted method of putting more air in. Normally, more density, more weight means more longevity. But that's only a general guide. I'm just saying, but when it comes to Emma, they're making it a plus point. That they've actually designed it for like that. They also say it's okay to use it with an electric blanket, and I do think that just about covers everything. With the covers off, I can show you a bit more of that point elasticity, and you can see, and then show you just how quick that is to respond. That's 16 kilos. Hardly any foam outside that area is being pushed down, which is good, and that's immediate. That's responding immediately. I take that off. So overall, it's a soft mattress. You're going to have to be looking for a soft mattress. I found it comfortable, but I really hate talking about comfort because it is so individual. Your expectations, what you've been sleeping on before, and how you adjust where you got it is so different. I hate talking about it. I wish I said it now. And even more when I see people giving a score for comfort, absolutely meaningless. You've got to know what you're looking for, know what you had before, and then look at the properties of the mattress. But if someone says it was really comfortable to me, really, I mean, yeah, okay, it's good that no one says uncomfortable, but that really doesn't tell you how it's going to feel to you. So I don't like talking about comfort. I will only say that slightly softer than I would normally sleep on for my lower back, but I didn't have any issues on it. I did find it comfortable, It did soften up noticeably after day one, and I did have a positive experience. I will say I was a lot more sensitive to mattresses when I first started getting mattresses, and I had a lot more back pain. Now I've been using newest mattresses nearly all the time. My lower back has improved no end, just showing you that it does make a difference to your mattress, but it does make me less sensitive to differences in the mattress than I was originally. So the more pain you're in at the time, the more sensitive to differences in mattresses definitely you will be, because even when I do get a little bit of pain and I start swapping mattresses around, I can see just what a difference that makes. If you don't have issues, you're gonna be able to, you'll be happy with a much wider range of mattresses. If you have issues, there's only going to be a narrow range of feels that are going to be right for you. Hope you got something out of my mattress overview, and I thank you for watching.
UK